Hey, good afternoon, and thank you for joining me once again. The beauty of serving at Redeemer is the beauty of welcome. In my phraseology, I call it extravagant welcome, but it is a recognition that anybody that walks in our doors should be treated with dignity, respect, affirmed and uplifted, and made to feel that they are among family. If you remember the commercial from Olive Garden, when you're with us, you are family. Well, I want people, even before they walk in to be with us, to know that we are a church that welcomes, affirms, loves, creates the space, and will welcome them. Not based upon a criteria of you got to check this box or that box or the other box, but are based upon a criteria that you are a child of God. Whether you are young or old, a child or middle-aged or young adult, you are a child of God. Whether you are walking in the light every day with sunshine, or if you live a life like mine where there's both light and darkness, both light and sunshine as well as rain, you are welcome. Whether you have given up on yourself or have others who have given up on you, whether you can acknowledge, or even if you can't acknowledge your dignity and your worth, you are welcome. So I have a wonderful testimony to share with you. Last Sunday, we had two visitors. Jay, a 22-year-old African-American male who was a student at Full Sail, and his mother, they are originally from Cleveland, and she lives in Cleveland, who was visiting him. She told me when I took her out to have a meal and just to get to know each other, that she had prayed about what church to walk into to take her son. And she felt led to walk in our church. They were most appreciative of the welcome that they received pre and especially post-service, where they said that people went intentionally up to them to greet them, to welcome them. That is what extravagant welcome is all about. That is what creates welcome in congregations, and quite frankly, that is what attracted and called me to you. That first Sunday that I came there, that I did not know you existed the week before, was a welcoming week, and a Sunday where you loved me and affirmed me and greeted me. And I thought, oh my God, these people know how to do extravagant welcome. These people are in tune that relationships are essential. Quite frankly, it's all about relationship. Relationship with God, relationship with each other, relationship with our community and our fellow human beings. Relationship. And as human beings, every once in a while, we might get on each other's case. There might be days that I don't particularly care for what you say, or you don't particularly care for what others say, or for what I say. But we never leave the familia simply because of that. Because we are called to be one church, one people, united in one gospel and one sacrifice of Jesus Christ and the resurrection of the cross and God's eternal love. So thank you for welcoming Jay and his mother. He will be back. He worked some Sundays, but he really appreciated, and so did she, our service and especially our welcome. You should applaud yourself for that. You should be thrilled that that is the message that you consistently send to those of us that walked in your door the first time. Now, moving on to the rest, a couple things. We are in the process, as you know, and I've said, of a logo redesign and a redesign of our website to have a fully integrated branding of who we are, of the traditions that have brought us forth, and the realities that we desire to become that will impel us into the future. It is a process. Nobody's going to go on out and sketch anything and say, here it is. It is a process. The graphic designer has been asked to create 6 logos for the church and 6 logos that connect the church and the preschool so that we are seamless in our relationship and connected. We will do our best. Quite frankly, I'm probably certain that we're going to keep elements of our present logo. So 3 crosses will be there. Freak out not. Don't worry. Relax. Let the process work. Let the graphic designer give us some concepts and some ideas. Let the webmaster, after we get a logo, kind of develop based upon who we are and who we want to be and the ways that we want to present ourselves. It takes time. But we're not going to move at glacier's pace either. So this is a top priority for me, to make sure that we begin our rebranding during my time with you. So that if you get mad about the logo that ultimately is chosen, get mad at me. And don't take it out on the new pastor that arrives, whenever they arrive. We are in the process of transition. You know that. And we strive to listen to you. And I want you to know that I heard you at the forum, and I appreciate your openness. So a couple of things that I digested as your pastor was that you're missing certain elements that went away during the Easter season because of the lengthy Gospels and timeliness of trying to do our service in a way that honors God, that allows us to worship, but doesn't have us there for the all day on Sunday. So please know, the creed will come back. During the Easter season, we use as an ELCA the Nicene Creed. Can't speak at times. So we'll use the Nicene Creed. And then after the Easter season, in ordinary time, we'll use the Apostles' Creed. They have not been thrown out. We also heard you say that you like or miss what I didn't even know you missed, which is apparently the gospel was read from the pulpit. Nobody ever told me that. And people asked for that to happen. That seems like an easy request. And we'll do our best to do it on a regular basis. Sometimes I may read it down, but I hear you. And we will start reading it this Sunday from the pulpit. Rest assured of that. The Lord's Prayer. At times I have, as the one that needs to monitor the time and the experience that we're having, eliminated it because of time. We are bringing that back. We no longer have a liturgy of Easter and Lent that is this long. So we'll bring that back. But please know that I'm moving it to after communion, when I am drinking the cup and eating the bread at the table. Right after that, we'll do the Lord's Prayer together as a unified people. Don't let us mess with you because we moved it 2 spots down or 3 spots down. Where it is in service is not the essential element. That it is in service is. As you know, we're going to be doing Membership Sunday soon. So if you are attending on a regular basis but are not a member and would like to be, we'd like you to join us. And we'd like you to join the church and be part of the community. Now, please know that if you choose not to do that, that's fine. We're still going to love you. We're going to still care for you. We're going to still uplift you and pray for you. And Mark and I have had a discussion because it appears, I didn't know this is part of the wonderful things you learn when you do a forum, that apparently, depending upon where you sit in the church, you either hear less loud or more loud, and there are spots. So Mark is bringing in someone to evaluate professionally the sound within the church and to identify using an instrument where it is elevated or where it's less than, so that we can correct that. It takes time. Please be patient until we figure this out, get the evaluation, digest the evaluation, and then buy the appropriate things that we need. For example, we're looking at some sound absorbing speakers, or they're like speakers, that lower the instrument volume that you hear. We're looking at possibly a carpet underneath the drum set to drown out some of that. And we're looking at tweaking our system to make sure we get even flow of volume throughout the congregation. Be patient, please. Rome wasn't built, and neither was this church, in a day. Journey with us. I know that you will like where we end up, because we'll continue to talk to each other. Lastly, I'll end with this. Last Sunday, I said that Connie would be with us in June. And then, of course, I got an email, actually a text message, from her past Sunday that said she had a cancellation on May the 28th, and she had a situation come up on the date that she was originally proposing. So we've agreed that Connie will join us in worship and in conversation on the 28th of May. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me. Feel free to communicate, and let's talk it out so make sure that we're ministering to your needs and the needs of all of God's people. Have a wonderful day.